Hi folks, this is a bit of a show and tell about a little demo I've made, a little third person demo I've made in the Unreal Engine. So we've got a really lovable zombie character here, lovely little character model, which I've rigged up. We've got a spawn point, so every couple of seconds we'll get a new zombie spawning. And we've just got to shoot the zombies and stay alive. So let's press play and see what happens. It's taking a little bit of time to load. I think it might be because of the capture I'm using. So here we go. So we see we've got a little over the shoulder movement here. As we shoot the zombie, we've got a little muzzle flash and then a little explosion on the zombie whenever it hits them. You can see the ammo counter going down. So when we reload by pressing R, we get quite a smooth animation there. And you might be able to see that as the zombies touch you, you get a little bit of a health decrease. And now I'm dead. Let me start again. And there's a little bit of camera shake and stuff on the actual when you shoot as well. So this might be hopefully a little smoother now that we've recorded a little bit. And a little bit of AI, so the zombies do follow you around, like that. So there they are. Run away from the zombies, run away, and I'm dead. So it's just a very brief sort of demo of a third-person shoot 'em up. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, as you can imagine. So we're animating the zombies here. We've got a couple of blend spaces as well to get it all sort of smooth. We have AI logic. So what this does is it's basically checking to see if the enemy's dead, and if the enemy's not dead, then we move towards the player and we chase player. So we're calling this custom event if we haven't reached the player, so that's on fail. If it succeeds, then we check and see if the zombie can attack. If it can't attack, then we keep chasing the player. If it can attack, then we set can attack to false, because we don't want it to be a little unfair and continually attack the player. We've got a wee delay in there. I think it's 0.2 seconds or so. Then what we do is we recharge our attack. So here we go. So here's the attack rate. So I can tell you now it's actually 3 seconds. So it's another custom event which creates a delay of 3 seconds and then sets us back to be the zombie to be able to attack again. Then we chase the player. And then we check and see if the enemy's dead. If the enemy isn't dead, then what we do is we cause damage to the player character. On the event begin, we get the health of the zombie, which is initially set to max health, which I think is 100. Yep, it's 100. And then we set it to 2 second, 0.2 second delay, so it can chase the player whenever it begins. How we deal damage to the zombie is in here. So we've got a custom event deal damage. And what we're doing is we're checking to see if the health is, we deduct the damage from the health, then we set the health again, we check and see if the health is less than or equal to 0. If it is, then the zombie's going to fall down. So, dies, falls down. So we simulate physics. We attach that to the mesh. And then we set the enemy as died. And then we cast the player blueprint. So we're getting the player character, then we cast it. Then we increment kill count, which is really simple. We're just getting the kill counter and we're incrementing it by 1. That's the player blueprint. And then we're destroying the actor. Who's the actor? The zombie. Okay, so if we go to the player, we've got a lot of logic here for the player. I created the third person player model from scratch because or sorry, the coding from scratch. I didn't use the default third person character model that comes with the third person character pack because I wanted to learn how all this works. So we've got the player movement, so we're grabbing the vectors. And then we're adding the movement inputs, which is controlled in the axis from, I go in here, I go to input. So there we go, move forward. So there's all the various keys for moving forward. Moving to the right, there we are. So a positive is right and up, and a negative is down and left, as you can see here. So that's how it kind of differentiates. Just to prove to you that I did create this from scratch, I do have down here. I do have created pawn class, which is the player VP, and I have that's a little crosshair that appears in the middle of the screen to help you aim. So the video is coming up on 6 minutes here, so I don't want to be too long, but I'll just quickly show you a few things here. So we've got a sprint, sort of a custom sprint event here, and we're checking to see if we can aim down sights. If we're not aiming down sights, then we can set the sprint speed to our max walk speed, so that sets up the sprint. And we've got an on-sprint event here that'll basically be setting it back to walk. And then we've got aiming here, so this is the right mouse button, so that's the input action, aim down sights, which is in the input. So we should see aim down sights, which is the right mouse button. So we go down here, then we can see we're asking if we're sprinting. If we are sprinting, then we can't sprint anymore. So basically, we run the unsprint event. And then we set the character to walk speed. We use the target arm length, which is the camera arm. So it's this bad boy here, spring arm here, and then we set the length to 50, which causes a wee bit of the zoom in. And we likewise, if we're not aiming down sights, then our camera length is a little bit further out. I don't want to linger too long on this video, but hopefully this kind of shows you a little bit of some of the demos that I create. It's more or less just to show off and to demonstrate some of my skill with some of the genres that are available in Unreal Engine. Thanks for watching. Bye.